ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಧ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
I kindly request everyone to come close to the auditorium.
Zoom out ಮಾಡಿ.
Nation cannot become truly free until every citizen is free to think, question, speak without fear, says Governor. A warm good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Independence Day is a significant national celebration in India, observed on 15th August to commemorate the country's independence from British rule in 1947. This day honors the courage and sacrifices of freedom fighters. Celebrations include hoisting the national flag, singing the national anthem, and various cultural programs. It serves as a reminder of our responsibilities as citizens who hold unity, equality, of Independence Day. Today, we are truly honored and privileged to have with us our esteemed guests, Most Reverend Dr. Thomas Anthony Vallapilli, Bishop Emeritus, and Reverend Father Edward Philip, Episcopal Vicar for Religious, Diocese of Mysore, whose presence add grace and significance to this special celebration. On behalf of St. Philomena's College, I extend a very warm and heartfelt welcome to our distinguished dignitaries, Rector, Principal, teaching and non-teaching staff, and dear students. The national flag is a symbol of our sovereignty, unity, dignity, and freedom. It is now time for the most solemn and significant moment of our celebration, the flag hoisting ceremony. I kindly request the NCC Cadet Senior Under Officer Swati JD to request the chief guest to hoist the national flag, which will be followed by the national anthem and Vande Mataram, marking the 150th year of commemoration as the national song.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹುಷಾರು ಅದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು
I request everyone to kindly proceed to the auditorium for the formal program.
ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಿ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದೊಂಚೂರು ಹುಷಾರು ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗ ಸರ್
We are truly privileged to have you with us on this significant occasion. I also extend a warm and respectful welcome to a guest of honor, Most Reverend Dr. Thomas Anthony Varapalli, Bishop Emeritus, Diocese of Mysore. Your gracious presence adds great significance and dignity to this celebration. We welcome you, Father. As a token of respect and as a symbol of growth, hope and greener future, I now request our rector and manager to kindly present plant sampling to our chief guest. We welcome you, Father. I take this opportunity to extend warm welcome to our rector, manager, Reverend Dr. Lut Prasad, whose leadership and guidance continue to inspire the institution. We welcome you, Father. I warmly welcome our principal, Dr. Ravi Chedi Saldana, our PU principal, Mr. Sunil D'Souza, and our PU vice principal, Mr. Bhagwan. Your dedication and leadership continue to contribute to academic growth and development of our institution. We welcome you, sirs. A respectful welcome to our Dean of Academic Affairs, Professor Anand. I extend a warm welcome to our IKC coordinator, Mr. A. Thomas Gunasheelan, PG coordinator, Dr. Noor Mubashir, and AICT coordinator, Dr. N. Suresh Narayana Rao. A special welcome to our controller of examinations, Dr. Reena Francis, and USCS coordinator, Lydia Anchal. I take this opportunity to warmly welcome all our heads of the departments, faculty members, administrative and non-teaching staff, and all the members of St. Philomena's Education Institution. As we celebrate our national's independence, let us remember with gratitude the sacrifice of our freedom fighters who laid down their lives for the freedom we cherish today. May this occasion remind each one of us our responsibility to uphold the values of freedom, unity, integrity, justice, and service to our nation. Once again, on behalf of St. Philomena's Educational Institute, I extend my heartfelt welcome to all our esteemed dignitaries, respected faculties and staff, and members of St. Philomena's family. Let us celebrate our freedom with pride, gratitude, and responsibility. Jai Hind.
Thank you for those gracious words of welcome, ma'am. Freedom is not merely a historical achievement. It is a responsibility that each generation must carry forward. I invite Ms. Milagres Antonius, Department of Environmental Science, to introduce the speaker.
Good morning to everyone present here. It's my privilege and honor to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Reverend Father Edward Philip, D.S.J., a distinguished Jesuit priest, counselor, pastoral professional, and facilitator from Jesuits of Karnataka province, and Vicar General of Religious Diocese of Mysore. Father Edward Philip has an impressive academic background, holding a Masters of Arts from the University of Madras and Masters of Science in Counseling, Psychology from Martin Luther Christian University, Shillong. His academic training combined with his rich pastoral experience and has enabled him to work extensively in areas of counseling, youth formation, family guidance, and personal development. Father has served as the coordinator of youth ministry of Jesuits of Karnataka province, where he worked closely with young people, encouraging their personal, social, and spiritual growth. He also has been actively involved in family and student counseling, helping individuals and family address personal, interpersonal, educational, and developmental concerns. At present, Father serves as a director and coordinator of Xavier Sadhana Retreat and Renewal Center, Mysore, where he oversees various programs aimed at reflection, renewal, formation, and holistic presence, personal development. On the special occasion of Independence Day, It is indeed a privilege to have with us a person whose life and ministry are dedicated in guiding, empowering, and nurturing individuals. On behalf of St. Philomena's educational institutions, I extend a very warm and respectful welcome to our esteemed chief guest. We look forward to your inspiring message on this significant occasion. Over to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Respected Most Reverend Dr. Thomas Anthony Valapalli, Bishop Emeritus of Mysore Diocese, Reverend Dr. Father Luthu Prasad, the Manager and Rector of St. Philomena's College, dignitaries, faculty both teaching and non-teaching, students, and my dear friends. A warm greetings to all of you on this 80th Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to you all. I cannot hear your response. Today we proudly celebrate the freedom of our nation. We remember with gratitude the countless men and women who sacrificed their lives, their families, their career, and their comfort so that India and all of us could be free. They fought against political slavery and colonial domination. But today, I want to raise a slightly uncomfortable question. That is, are we truly free? India became politically independent in the year 1947, but political independence does not automatically guarantee intellectual, social, moral, and psychological freedom. A country can be politically independent, but yet its people can remain enslaved by poverty, ignorance, corruption, prejudice, fear, hatred, blind obedience, misinformation, and selfishness. Therefore, the freedom struggle is not merely a story of the past. Every generation has its own freedom struggle. The struggle of our generation is to break the invisible chains that prevent us from becoming a truly free, responsible, and progressive society. So I'm here before you to reflect with you few points what it means to be truly independent. The first, freedom from ignorance and bankruptcy of questioning. Education should not merely provide information, but should develop the ability to think, analyze, question, evaluate, and make responsible judgments. One of the greatest dangers today is accepting information, opinions, rumors, and political narratives without examining their truth or evidence. Critical thinking and questioning are not acts of disrespect or rebellion. They are essential for personal freedom and a healthy democracy. Students must be encouraged to ask why, how, what is the evidence, who benefits, what are the consequences. Is there another alternative? When people stop questioning, they become vulnerable to manipulation, and those in authority may escape accountability. Therefore, education must cultivate curiosity, critical thinking, responsible questioning, and respectful disagreement. The classroom must become a place where curiosity is protected and intelligent questioning is encouraged. The second, freedom from fear. Another invisible slavery that can cripple a society is fear. We may be living in an atmosphere where fear is created and reproduced in different ways. socially, politically, psychologically, and even physically. When people are afraid to speak, question, disagree, or stand with others, freedom begins to diminish. This can create a fear psychosis, where people censor themselves even before anyone silences them. Fear can lead to two kinds of paralysis. Paralysis caused by present events, which leaves people shocked and unable to respond, and the paralysis caused by the history, where painful memories of the past continue to shape our fears and choices. We must learn from history, but we must not become prisoners of it. True freedom requires the courage to overcome fear, respond responsibly to the present, and move beyond the wounds of the past. Third, freedom from fringe elements and ideologies. Fringe elements and ideologies become dangerous when they occupy disproportionate physical, mental, social, and political space. Through intimidation, propaganda, misinformation, hatred, and polarization, a small group can create an atmosphere of fear and silence far beyond its actual influence. As ordinary people withdraw by saying, "It is safer to remain silent," or "Let's not get involved," this space of public life is gradually surrendered to the loudest and most aggressive voices. When responsible citizens withdraw, irresponsible voices take over. Therefore, democracy requires us not to be passive spectators, but courageous, responsible, and active participants in the society. Fourth, being accountable and responsible. Independence also means accountability. Those entrusted with authority, whether in government, educational institutions, religious institutions, organizations, or public bodies, must be accountable for the decisions they make. Policies affect real human lives. Governance affects the poor, the vulnerable, students, farmers, workers, women, children, and minorities. Accountability does not mean disrespecting authority. Accountability is what makes authority legitimate. But accountability is not only the responsibility of those in power. It's also our responsibility as citizens to remain informed, engaged, and vigilant. We cannot complain about governance while remaining completely disengaged from the public life. Next, responsibility of educators, especially the teachers. Dear teachers, we have a particularly important responsibility. We are not merely preparing students to pass examinations. We are preparing them to live in a democracy. Our responsibility is not simply to fill the minds with information, but to teach young people how to think, how to analyze, how to question, and how to face the reality. Let us create classrooms where students can respectfully disagree with us. Let us allow them to ask difficult questions. Let us teach them to distinguish between fact and opinion, evidence and propaganda, criticism and hatred, freedom and irresponsibility. If a student asks a difficult question, our first response should not be, "Don't question." Perhaps our response should be, "Let us examine this question together." A teacher who produces obedient students may succeed in maintaining silence, but a teacher who produces thinking, questioning, and responsible citizens contribute to the future of the nation. Now, let's also reflect on the responsibility of students. Dear students, you too have a responsibility. Do not surrender your minds to anyone, not to political leaders, not to social media influencers, not to religious or ideological groups, not even to your teachers. Listen, learn, question, analyze, verify, and then form your own responsible judgment. Do not allow algorithms to think for you. Do not allow WhatsApp forwards to become your source of truth. Do not allow hatred to decide whom you should respect. Do not allow fear to determine what you should say. Your mind is one of the greatest gifts you possess. Guard it, educate it, question with it, and think with it. From reactive citizens to proactive citizens. Perhaps one of the greatest challenges before us is that we have become reactive rather than proactive. Something happens, we react. A crisis comes, we react. A controversy arises, we react. A tragedy occurs, we react. A political decision is announced, we react. But a mature society does not merely react to events. It anticipates, it analyzes, it prepares, and it participates, and it acts. We need students who do not wait for someone else to solve every problem. We need teachers who do not merely complain about the system, but actively contribute to improving it. We need citizens who do not simply criticize governance, but participate constructively in democracy. We need young people who ask, what can I do? Rather than only asking, why doesn't someone do something? This is the difference between a passive citizen and an active citizen. A new freedom struggle. Our freedom fighters fought against an external power. Our generation has to fight against internal forces that weaken our society. We have to fight ignorance with education, propaganda with critical thinking, hatred with dialogue, corruption with integrity, fear with courage, discrimination with equality, apathy with participation, irresponsibility with accountability, and passivity with proactive citizenship. The question before us is not simply, is India free? The more important question is, are we using our freedom responsibly? In conclusion, dear friends, freedom is not merely the right to do what we want. It is the responsibility to do what is right. Democracy is not simply about choosing our leaders once in 5 years. It is a culture of participation, questioning, accountability, and responsibility. Independence is not merely freedom from foreign rule. It is the courage to think freely, speak responsibly, act justly, and stand against injustice. On this Independence Day, let us resolve not to be paralyzed by events, imprisoned by history, controlled by fear, or manipulated by misinformation, prejudice, or blind loyalty. Let us think critically, question courageously, analyze carefully, participate actively, and take responsibility for the society we are creating. Our freedom fighters gave us an independent India. It is now our responsibility to build a truly free India, an India free from fear, hatred, corruption, discrimination, and ignorance. An India where every citizen can think freely, live with dignity, question responsibly, and participate meaningfully. So let us not merely inherit freedom, let us deepen it, protect it, live it, and let us pass on a stronger and free India to the next generation. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to participate in this beautiful Independence Day celebration and to share my few thoughts with you. I'm grateful to the management, especially for the Lodhu Prasad and all the faculty and all of you. Thank you and happy Independence Day once again. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for introducing the speaker, and thank you, dear father, for those inspiring and thought-provoking words. We shall now witness the release of the Philos Bulletin, a publication that reflects the intellectual, creative, and academic spirit of our college community. May I invite Dr. Yamuna, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, to take over. Of the college calendar. I request Mr. Anand to take over. Congratulations to everyone associated with the publication. Thank you, all the dignitaries. We now come to a significant part of today's celebration, the presidential remarks. May I invite Ms. Ashwini, Department of Criminology and Forensic Science, to introduce the Most Reverend Bishop Emeritus for the presidential remarks.
Good morning, everyone. It is my privilege and honor to introduce our distinguished guest, His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. Thomas Anthony Varapilli, Bishop Emeritus of Mysore. Born on 11th April 1940, Bishop Emeritus was ordained a priest on 2nd December 1964 and later pursued higher studies in Rome, earning his doctorate in moral theology. He has had a long and distinguished association with the field of education, serving as a professor of theology at St. Peter's Pontifical Institute, Bangalore, where he also served as president and rector. In 2003, he was appointed the Bishop of Mysore and he served the Diocese of Mysore with dedication until his retirement in January 2017. For our institution, his presence is especially significant. Bishop Emeritus has shared a deep and meaningful association with St. PHILOMENA'S College. He also served as a chairman of St. PHILOMENA'S College, contributing to its academic and institutional development. Today, as we celebrate the spirit of Independence Day, it is truly inspiring to have among us a distinguished spiritual leader, educationist, and former head of our institution. Your Excellency, your presence adds a great meaning and dignity to this celebration. On behalf of St. PHILOMENA'S College, I extend our heartfelt and warmest welcome to you. We are deeply honored to have you with us today. I now request Bishop Emeritus to kindly come forward and address the gathering with his valuable words.
Reverend Father Lut Prasad, Director and Manager of St. PHILOMENA'S College, the distinguished guest of honor, the principal, the faculty members, and my dear students. Indeed, it's a great joy for me to be here after so many years of break. Earlier, as the Bishop of the Diocese, I used to come often. For the last few years, I have not come here. So when I was invited to participate in this Independence Day function, I was overjoyed because I could renew my old memories of the past. We are celebrating the 80th Independence Day of our country. It is indeed a great joy and happiness for all the citizens of our country. Independence Day proclaims the gift of freedom and at the same time a gift of hope. Gift of freedom for which Mahatma Gandhi and other leaders of our country sacrificed their life. Gift of hope, because we are hoping that India will be the leading country in the world. Independence Day records with gratitude the sacrifice that our our leaders made to win our political freedom and challenges us to build a nation where every person can live with integrity. Yet today in India, still we remain in bondage of caste, discrimination, poverty, illiteracy, and unemployment, injustice. These are growing addictions to drugs, alcohol, and religious technologies. These weaken the families and also erode human dignity. The recent incident that was said in the parliament by Mr. Kage. He was invited for a function in Delhi, and as soon as the function was over, a group of the so-called high caste people came and watched the place because he happened to be from Dalit community. These type of things are happening even today before our eyes. What we see today in the parliament and assemblies should put us to shame. The leaders who should give us a model and practice the true values, unfortunately, become a cause of shame to many of us. Hence, as our guest speaker spoke, can you speak about the true freedom? Of course, India has achieved many things. It has reached a very high progress, and India is one of the elite countries in the world. Today we speak about artificial intelligence. Even here, India is not behind. The present Pope Leo the 14th, wrote out the encyclical letter in relation to the artificial intelligence. When we speak about artificial intelligence, it is a time to acknowledge the achievements of technology. What 10 people can do today with artificial intelligence, we can do with one, with a robot and other facilities. So many things are achieved, and India is not lacking behind. But India has progressed to a great extent in technologies and achievement almost equaling the developed countries. But there is a great risk of technological power and unchecked efficiency. It becomes the highest value and people are reduced to data. We must check a more human part. This is something the present Pope has insisted in his encyclical letter, Magnifica Humanitas, the magnificent humanity. The technology can achieve many things. Science can achieve many things. But human intelligence can surpass all these things. We should not forget the true values of human dignity. If you forget the true value of human dignity, then it is a failure. Our goal of artificial intelligence should be human development, where every person flourishes in body, mind and heart, and no one is left behind to build a civilization of love. We have a shared responsibility. Today, individual, families, companies have a part to play, guided by right principles. of solidarity, subsidiarity, and common good. These are some of the things that our leaders of today are forgetting. Upholding the progress and importance of technology, we forget the very source of all these things. Without God, nothing can work. Without upholding human dignity, human values, technology has no meaning, and we will be going backwards to intellectual slavery. We are called to build communion and cooperation, not confusion and division. Today, as I said, what we see in the parliament, where we look to our leaders, instead of building a nation of solidarity, of cooperation, each one is fighting for himself or herself. One party against other party. Can we build a nation with this type of division and confusion? So we have to think about the progress that we have made. Faith and science together remind us that technology must serve all people, especially the poor, the vulnerable, like the migrants and oppressed. The call is to build a just digital future where human dignity, participation, and care for creation remain at the heart of the progress. That should be our aim. It's not merely technological progress. Our progress must be of the human development, unless we aim at the human true development, acknowledging the true values that our ancient leaders have left to us. We cannot succeed to create a nation with freedom. The call is to build a just digital future. That's what I said in the beginning. Our celebration of Independence Day is a feast of hope and freedom. Not merely freedom, but we are about a hope that we can achieve, provided all cooperate and, as our guest lecturer said, cooperate. Cooperation is very important. Acknowledging, understanding the responsibility of each citizen. Nobody can shirk his or her responsibility as a citizens of the nation. Respecting communion, collaboration, participation, and looking for the good of others. But today, we have forgotten all these values. Each one wants his own ambition to be fulfilled. Each one wants to amass riches and become bigger and bigger, and forgetting the needs of the migrants, the poor, and abandoned people. So shared responsibility, communion and human dignity, building a civilization of love. That is what is needed today. Building a civilization of love, not hatred. As our guest speaker said, education is not mere information for which we need not spend so much money and other difficult problems. Education is a formation of mind, heart and will of the youngsters of today. Education is transformation, transforming every human mind and filled with the right values, and thus enable to build a new nation, a stronger nation, and making every citizen of our country as the real persons with dignity. Can we say that every person in our nation is enjoying this human dignity? As I said, a lot of problems are going on, especially in the northern part of our country, because of caste and creed. So, unless we wipe away all these evils from our country, we cannot say that we have achieved true freedom. So, human person, common good, this should be focused before us, and we must aim at bringing true freedom to our country, where every citizen of our nation can enjoy that true freedom without fear, without hesitation, and living as a true citizen of our nation. May God help us to enable to build a new nation and enlighten our leaders to go in the right direction, not merely for selfish interests, but the interest of common good and the interest where the dignity of human person is respected and everyone is seen as a brother and sister. I thank the authorities of this college for giving me a chance to come here and share a few things with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Grace, for your inspiring words. And thank you, ma'am, for introducing the Most Reverend Bishop Emeritus. I request all the dignitaries to kindly occupy the chairs at the front row in the auditorium. And now, it is time to celebrate India through music, movement, color and culture. India's diversity is one of its greatest strengths. Our cultural programs today are a celebration of the unity in diversity and the patriotic spirit of our young PHILOMENA'S. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a vibrant and energetic series of performances. Let's encourage our talented students with your loudest applause.
ದೇಶ ಪ್ರೇಮ
Thank you all, dear students, for your stunning performance on this day. As every beautiful celebration reaches its conclusion, it is time to express our gratitude to all those who made this occasion memorable. I now invite Mr. William Joseph, Department of English, to propose a vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries, members of the management, principal, distinguished guests, faculty members, dear students, a pleasant good morning to everyone present here. As we conclude this memorable 80th Independence Day celebration, it's my pleasure and honor to propose the vote of thanks. I express our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Most Reverend Dr. Thomas Anthony Wallapilli, Bishop Emeritus, Diocese of Mysore, for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence. Your presence has added great meaning and dignity to our celebration. Thank you, Your Excellency, for being with us. I also express my heartfelt gratitude to Reverend Father Edward Philip, Episcopal Vicar Religious, Diocese of Mysore, for graciously accepting our invitation and being present on this occasion with his esteemed presence. Father, your inspiring presence and words of wisdom have added a great significance to our celebration. Thank you, dear Father. I express my gratitude to Reverend Dr. Luth Prasad Joseph, Rector of our institution, for your support and guidance, being a great initiation in today's celebration. Thank you, Father. A note of thanks to Dr. Ravi J. Saldana, Principal of a degree college, and Mr. Sunil D'Souza, the Principal of PU College. Your constant guidance and encouragement and leadership have been instrumental in making today's Independence Day celebration a meaningful and a memorable one. Thank you, dear teachers. And to all the office bearers of our college, we also extend our sincere and heartfelt gratitude to you all for your valuable presence, constant support, guidance and cooperation. Your dedicated effort behind the scenes have contributed greatly to the smooth and successful conduct of this day. Your commitment and teamwork are deeply appreciated. Thank you all for your committed support. I place on record my sincere thanks to Ms. Rashmi Vinsia and the entire team for your dedicated effort have contributed greatly to the smooth and successful in conducting of this Independence Day celebration. Your commitment, your coordination and teamwork are deeply appreciated. Thank you, dear teachers. We would like to express our sincere and heartfelt gratitude to NCC cadets, choir members, cultural team students, all those students who have toiled hard for all the preparations around. Your dedication, discipline and talent played a significant role in ensuring the smooth functioning of this day. The spirited contribution of NCC cadets, the melodious harmony of the choir and the vibrant performance of the cultural team together made this event truly a special and a memorable one. We deeply appreciate your continued support and your commitment in excellence and in your endurance. We would like to place on record our gratitude to our non-teaching staffs for their invaluable support and dedicated service in making today's Independence Day celebration a great success. We truly appreciate the time, effort and care you have put into making this celebration a memorable one. Thank you all. As we celebrate the freedom of our nation, let us remember the freedom comes with responsibility. May we continue to uphold the value of unity, justice, peace and patriotism and contribute towards building a strong and better India. Thank you all for your gracious presence and participation. Wishing everyone a happy 80th Independence Day. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for expressing our gratitude so beautifully. Here we come to the end of today's celebration. Breakfast has been arranged on the lawn. I kindly request you to proceed and enjoy yourselves. Happy 80th Independence Day to you all. Jai Hind.